Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to another episode of Sketchat. Today we have a special guest, Anthony Gambino.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
All right, so today we'll be talking about Vigilant Fury.
Yeah.
Anthony, why don't you tell us a little bit about the book?
Cool. It's written by Julius Freeman. His previous campaign, I believe from last year, maybe 2 years ago, Ghetto Dragon was also successfully funded, and it was Julius's first. I think it was his first book that he wrote as a comic book writer. He's been wanting to get into it for a long time.
Oh, nice.
Pretty cool. So Julius didn't approach me. Rob actually sent me a text with a tweet from Julius that he was looking for writers. I was like, all right, cool. So I responded to the tweet with some sample pages, and Julius reached out to me. He said, this is kind of what the story is going to be loosely about. What do you think? And that was it. So it's been a really cool process. It's a story. It's essentially a survival story. A young woman goes on vacation and she gets kidnapped from her Airbnb. And then she wakes up and she has to fight like hell to survive. And we're still in pre-launch, so Julius doesn't want to give like too much of the story away.
Yeah.
But, I can say that like the bulk of the story is getting from point A to point B, which is really cool to me, and it's a lot of fun to draw and to visualize the scenery and everything.
That's awesome. And does it take place like current day, or is it like in the past?
It's a modern day story, but Julius loves 80s action movies, so he wants to throw a little bit of that flair in there too, which I'm trying to do with like the costume designs and everything.
Definitely. I kind of picked that up on your art designs. That's why I was curious about that. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, yeah, it kind of feels like an 80s, maybe 90s kind of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad it's coming through.
Yeah. Justin, do you want to scroll through that?
Yeah.
Turn it.
Beautiful pages, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Really great composition.
Oh, thank you.
Go back to the first two pages, Justin.
Yeah.
Anthony, you want to tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, so the story starts off with Angela, the protagonist. She arrives at the airport. She goes to her Airbnb, which we don't call in the story Airbnb, obviously, for legal reasons.
Right.
She goes to the nightclub with her friends she meets up with. Not exactly thrilled that they're being hit on by a bunch of guys because she was hoping to have a girls' night. She decides to leave. And then if you scroll to page 3, and then the sample pages on the right are just a few pages or a few panels that I like from other pages, but I couldn't show the whole page.
Gotcha. So this is where she's getting kidnapped, right?
Yeah.
Really nice, man. Really nice designs.
Thank you so much.
Can you tell us anything about these characters?
Yeah. So let's see. I have to be careful, but Douglas is a villain, but if I remember how Julius put it on the Ginge and Pedro show, Douglas is the villain who you wouldn't mind dealing with. Like if you're gonna deal with anybody, you would want to deal with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a little bit more level-headed and a little bit more fair, but he's still not a good dude.
Right.
And then Milo, that big bear of the man on the left, is who you do not want to mess with.
So is he the guy that's really in charge? Milo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Douglas is kind of second in commands, and Milo is the Bowser of the story.
Gotcha. Who's the other character there?
So Jung is one of the. Let's see. Let's call him one of the members of the gang for now.
Okay.
All right.
So anyone in the same uniform, they're pretty much the gang members.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
It's so hard not specifying.
Right. Yeah.
I can't wait for June 20th. That's when we can start really talking about stuff.
June 20th. Okay, is that your launch date?
That is our launch date. Yeah.
Okay, and I put the link down in the description, so if anybody wants to go sign up for it, I saw that you get is it a free poster?
Yeah, free print of the preview image at the beginning of the slideshow.
Okay, very cool.
We used it for an ad in one of the alternate campaigns. I think it was the winter campaign. No, the fall campaign.
Fall campaign. Okay,
Yeah.
The one that's coming up.
I don't know what I can't keep up with them.
Is it the current one, like the spring?
It's not the one that they're fulfilling now. It was the one previously.
Okay, I gotcha.
Winter maybe.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it was fall last year. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool, man.
Thank you. And then these are two of the gang members, but they're kind of like the higher ups. And I tried to give them their own little personalities there. You can see the guy on the right, I think his name is Chris, is a little bit of a machismo, kind of a aloof, jump up type of guy.
Yeah. It's got
I really
the
like that. That's a really cool work on that jacket, the shadows.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I like how the body types are so unique as well, not just the faces.
Thank you. Yeah, I take a lot from animation and learning about that stuff in college and everything. It's amazing what you can do with simple shapes.
Yeah.
And then the woman on the right is the homeowner who Angela rents the house from. She's not so nice either.
Okay. Is she
No
in on
one
it?
says.
Is she in on it, or is she just not?
might be.
She might be. You can't give that away either, huh?
No, I'll maybe you could get something away from the shadows on her face.
Gotcha.
And so I would love to hear about your guys' process and how you work and everything. So these are the guys at the club who hit on the girls,
Okay.
and they're only in the story for those few panels, and that's their only purpose. They're just dudes at the club who hit on them.
I like that you went the extra mile, and I actually gave them unique looks.
Well, this is what I'm getting at. I'm trying now with another page. It's a hang up. It slows me down so much if I don't have the characters' designs. Because I'm sitting there in the panel and I'm drawing different figures, but then I'm coming up with the designs too, and then the paper just gets ruined from erasing so much. So this takes a little bit longer, but
Right.
in the long run, I think it saves me some time.
I'm sure it'll be worth it. It looks good, man.
Thank
It
you.
does look really good. I like the fact that you are taking the time to develop these characters, even though they're not main characters.
It's
You never give too much time to a pompadour. Good job.
It's some of my favorite stuff to do. And then hopefully, so we're gonna have a main goal for the book, and then the story is gonna be about 72-page story. So with cover and everything, it'll probably be like an 80-page book.
Wow.
But our stretch goal, we really want to include all of this stuff in a deluxe edition. So if we hit a stretch goal, everybody who backs the book is going to get the 72 or however many pages it ends up being of story, and then like 30 or 40 extra pages of all the behind the scenes stuff. So all the character designs, my thumbnails, process images, silly reference photos that I take of myself to help with the panels, Julius's script samples.
That's awesome.
So if anything, these characters will be useful for that too, because
Yeah, definitely.
as an audience member, like stepping away from doing the actual book, like that's some of my favorite stuff to see when I pick up trades is when they have a little sketchbook in the back.
Me too. Yeah.
I don't know. Have you ever seen the Hellboy library editions?
No, I haven't.
They're gorgeous. Like they're oversized hardcovers, and they pack in 2 full volumes. So like the first volume of the library edition is volumes 1 and 2 of Hellboy, and then in the back there's like 50 pages of Mike Mignola's sketches and
Wow.
samples. Oh, it's incredible! It's incredible.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, all this is awesome. I love his work.
Me too, man. Me too.
All right, is that the last page, Justin?
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, I'll stop sharing so we can start drawing these characters.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
Put this down.
Camera keeps moving on me.
Can you guys see? Let me turn it. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, we can see it there.
You can see it? All right, cool.
Yeah.
So this is, I hope you don't mind, I started sketching ahead a little bit.
No, yeah, that's fine.
Because I'm working on, let me see. So I'll show you why my brain is breaking right now. All right, so I'm going to show this quick because it's kind of spoilery. But like, I did a page. This panel messed me up because there's a bunch of characters that I didn't develop beforehand. So I did the page. I was like, Julius, I don't like it. I'm redoing it. He's like, it looks fine, but do what you got to do. So I was doing studies, did some research.
Yeah.
Then I did thumbnails for those top 3 pages or top 3 panels. Then I redrew the page, but that stupid panel was still giving me trouble because there's a handful of characters that I didn't design. And I kept redrawing and redrawing and redrawing. So I said, screw it. I'm going to do some more character designs and then go back to the panel.
Yeah. Man, it's a lot of work, but it'll be worth it, man. It's looking good.
Thank you.
So what's your deadline, man? When do you guys hope to be done with the book?
We're hoping to be halfway done by launch time, so roughly like 30 pages done. And then we're not positive what we're going to do as far as a month or a 2-month campaign. I'm kind of hoping it's a 2-month campaign because if we do that, then we'll close out on my 30th birthday, which I think will be a cool like double celebration.
That would be cool.
And I want to try to get on a bunch of shows like around that time, just to have fun with it.
Yeah.
And then after we, get the books printed and everything, our goal is to get this to everybody by for the holiday season. So if people are looking for like a cool Christmas gift or Hanukkah gifts or any kind of gifts
Right.
for the holidays, that is our goal.
Nice, man.
Yeah. What have you boys been up to?
We've got a project that we're working on. I'm still in the writing process of it. It's going to be probably like a 5-book miniseries,
Oh, nice.
launching into like an ongoing series.
That's awesome. Can you say what it's about or anything?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I've been posting images of it like here and there. It is going to be, how do I put it? It's a little different. So it's going to be kind of like a superhero story, but also like I love the horror genre. So there's going to be like lots of magic involved.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and it's basically this kid that comes across a mask that gives him powers.
Oh, I like that.
And the mask has a has a personality and life of its own. Like it'll sometimes take off on him when he's at school and go do things.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's a little creepy.
love
but they join together. So the mask is magic, but it's powered by his life force.
Oh,
The young boy's life force. Yeah.
interesting.
And so there's just like evil cults involved. And there's like a headless horseman characters like involved in the story as well.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, so it's just magic and superhero kind of stuff.
Are you writing and drawing, or is Justin drawing the whole thing?
So the plan right now is for Justin to draw the whole thing.
Cool.
But if he can't, like I'll jump in and help out because I know he's going to school as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I've been doing, is going to school.
That's awesome.
Wishing I was drawing.
What are you going to school for?
I'm going to school to get my major in accounting.
Ah, good for you.
Degree in accounting. So almost done. Got another year-ish left.
That's good.
Yeah.
And you guys are based in Oklahoma?
I'm in Oklahoma, Justin's in Texas.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about us, Anthony. We're here to talk about you.
Well, we haven't had that much time to hang out, so I want to, yeah.
That's true. So tell us about yourself, man. How'd you get started drawing? How'd your love for comics come about?
Oh man. So I started drawing when I was about 3 or 4 years old. My dad actually showed me his high school sketchbook, and I thought that was really cool because I think that was the first time I had ever like seen drawings, or at least been able to process what they were.
Yeah.
So I started drawing after I saw that, but my love for comics, I don't know. I feel like I was introduced kind of through Batman the Animated Series, because I didn't read comics as a kid. I wasn't introduced to them. I didn't really know what they were. I went to a small Catholic school from preschool till 8th grade, so like that was kind of all I knew. It was the people I knew at school and my family, and nobody read comics. So especially when you come from an immigrant family, like no one knows what the hell that is.
Right.
My dad's best friend was a mountain lion growing up, so
That's awesome.
I don't even know if they have comic books in Sicily still. So who knows? I don't know. I'm joking, but so yeah, like I always watched the cartoons as a kid, Batman the Animated Series and X-Men and Spider-Man and Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff, typical 90s kid stuff.
Right.
But I didn't really start reading comics until I think it was about 17, when I got my license and I could go to the comic book store and look around. And then I didn't I don't know what's wrong with my brain, but nothing clicked that people drew those things. So I don't know. I didn't really think twice about comics. I just read them and liked them, and that was it. And then I went to college for graphic design. And halfway through, I took an illustration course as an elective. And that was it. That changed my life. And my professor was like, no, like you can do this stuff as a living. And I was like, holy, I don't know if you guys curse on this show, but
we don't.
Okay. Yeah. So
keep it safe for the kids.
Yeah. That's okay. That's what I thought. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into comics. And then once I started learning about how to make comics, I love graphic design, and I was having a lot of fun in school for that, but it was just something completely different clicked and sparked in me when I started learning how to make comics and tell stories. And one of our professors showed us Psycho, and we were analyzing the movie for compositions and storytelling and how to translate that onto paper. We watched animation and cartoons for the same thing, and it opened up a whole new world that I had no idea existed. I had no idea how closely film and comics were related. Yeah, man, it blew my mind, and I fell in love with it instantly. And the professor at the time kind of noticed when I was like the only student who did the suggested research for a project because I thought the research was genuinely awesome.
Yeah,
And yeah, that was it.
that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
It's cool that he encouraged you into illustration.
Yeah, he did, and it was pretty wild because like I don't know, it was so new and so sudden. And after that first assignment, when he saw how into it I was, he pulled me aside and was like, "Listen, like you're not the best artist in the class by any means, but like you, he was like, he was like, but
You got heart, kid.
yeah, he was like, every semester I see like one or two people who can do this, and you can do this. So like,
That's
I'm
awesome,
in your plans. I don't want to push you, but like, just keep pursuing it if you really like it." And I was like, "Hell yeah, man!"
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. We still keep in touch. It's been 10 years now since I took that class.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's really cool.
Yeah, I think I had like the opposite experience going to school. It's like, illustration's not art.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was that coming from the people in school or like your parents? Or...
My professor, my painting professor.
What?
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think you might have. Did you talk? You might have talked about this on Rob's show once.
I probably did. Yeah, I probably mentioned it.
But that's crazy, man. So
Yeah.
he was like a artsy fartsy fine art guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. They have their merit.
I guess.
Not this one.
Not this guy, but yeah, I guess. Nah.
That's crazy.
So that's cool, man. So what was it? What was your first book that you picked up as far as comics go?
First comic was Legends of the Dark Knight, 1990 or 91.
Nice. Do you remember who drew that one?
No, I don't. I think I have them here. I actually just flipped through them the other day because I found out Tim Sale did a 3-issue run on that book in 92, and I wanted to see if I had them, but I don't.
Cool. So you went to art school and or graphic design, right?
Yeah, so it was a like a regular liberal art school, but they had Bachelor of Fine Arts options, and they had that in graphic design and illustration. So I also liked it because if you declared a BFA, you didn't have to take like all the gen ed courses, which was pretty cool.
That's cool.
I didn't have, yeah.
Math is for losers.
Yeah. Hang on. Let me see. There we go. This is. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Legends of the Dark Knight. O'Neill, Hannigan, and Beatty.
Okay.
I'm wondering if that's Dennis O'Neill.
I think so. It's...
Yeah, man, look at this. Yeah, Dennis O'Neill, Edward Hannigan, John Beatty. So good.
It's so good. That just looks beautiful. Even from here, at that small, like that, looks so good.
Yeah, I got to reread this series. I remember absolutely falling in love with it as a teenager. And then around the time I took that illustration course, the Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo run was really hot. So I picked up Court of Owls and I got into that series too.
That was a good series.
Yeah. Oh, is this Magnolia? It is. Oh, look at that page, man.
Wow, that's really cool.
That is beautiful. Wow. Who is that?
The colorist or the penciler?
The penciler.
Edward Hannigan.
I don't think I've heard of that guy. I have to look him up.
Yeah, he's not half bad.
Yeah, that's a nice page.
Yeah, man. Oh, it's so good. I love this kind of 90s coloring.
Yeah. Who was the colorist on that one?
Richmond Lewis. Also never heard of.
Nice.
So cool. That's awesome. Ugh, I love these ads. Yeah, that was the first comic series I picked up. What about you?
It's nice, man. For me, I think the first book I bought was a G.I. Joe comic book.
Oh, nice.
It was at an HEB. You probably don't know what that is. That's a Texas grocery store.
Oh, okay. It was a what? What is it called?
HEB.
Oh, never heard of it.
Yeah. We used to call it HEB because the guy's last name was Butt. That's what the B stood for.
Really?
Yeah. It's like HE Butt.
Butt. Ham, eggs, and butt.
That's right. What about you, Justin? Do you remember your first comic?
I sure don't. I'm pretty sure it was Sonic the Hedgehog. And I think I got it at Walmart. See, the first comic books I ever remember looking at were G.I. Joe, and it was likely the ones that you got, but it was the one where like Snake Eyes is fighting Storm Shadow on a helicopter or something like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I don't know if that one was yours or if that one was mine, but that's one of the first ones I ever remember reading.
I think that one was yours, actually.
Was that one mine? Okay.
Yeah.
Because I thought I got some that were like 25 cents or something like that at the time. They were like in a bargain bin.
Yeah.
And if I had taken care of them, now they'd be worth like $120 or something.
Yeah, like 50 cents.
Yeah, something like that. Back then, it was still pretty expensive for an older book, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think those were the first ones that I got, and then I started getting Sonic the Hedgehog. I got probably to be about 9 or 10 years old, and those were the first ones I remember, like not collecting, but getting more of. I think I had like 3 or 4 issues.
It's so much fun. I miss that time of life where like I can go to the comic book store and just go to the comic book store and not like you don't think about any other responsibilities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a certain charm to it.
Yeah.
Like you walk in, the smell of the books hit you.
Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. I remember I used to go like once in a blue moon, my parents would take me to the local shop. But again, like comics, the whole thing just eluded me. And I would go to the shop to get Pokemon cards and not even look at the comics.
So is this Vigilant Fury gonna be the first book you've ever drawn, or have you drawn other books before?
I've drawn books before, mainly short stories, but it was all like for college and grad school.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I went back to grad school too to get my MFA in illustration because I really want to be a professor someday.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Also, now I know you did an internship at Marvel, right? How did that come about?
Oh no, that's where I work now. That was my first job out of college.
Okay.
Uh,
Tell us about that, man.
how did that come about? I graduated college undergrad, and my friend's dad was like, hey, one of the guys who works for Marvel is like from our town. We're from the same hometown. I had no idea. Like I'll reach out to him, and like if you have any questions, like why don't you talk to him and see, learn a little bit about the industry. It's like, all right, cool, that'd be great. So the guy said, yeah, absolutely. Have him email me. I reached out to him, emailed him, and he said, I'll tell you what, I'm going to be at this convention on this date. If you can get tickets, come hang out, and I'll answer all your questions. I was like, all right, cool. So the con was about 3.5 hours away. I got tickets. I drove up. He let me sit at the table with him all day. He looked at my portfolio, gave me advice, told me a little bit about the industry. And to his credit, he was like, I'll be honest with you, your design stuff, like you can definitely, like you're ready to be a designer now for the industry. So your illustration needs a little bit of work still. And I was like, yeah, who you kidding? I know. Don't worry about it. Like, it's fine. He's like, I don't think there are any positions open right now, but, I'll keep an eye out and keep in touch. I was like, all right, cool. So over the course of like 10 months, kept in touch. Every time I would work on something different, I'd send it to him. Little notes here and there, like happy holidays, just to keep the relationship. And then I had actually started my first like long-term freelance job. I think it was like a 6-week gig at a pet supply company that doing graphic design for pet toys, which was cool. Yeah, it was kind of fun. The first day I started, I got an email, and it was all caps, and it was like, "Send me your resume right now." Oh. And I was, oh my god, here we go! So I sent them the resume, and then my second day on the job, I was like, I need a day off.
See ya, suckers.
Yeah. So I went for the interview, and then 6 weeks later, I started.
Wow, dude.
Yeah, it was nuts.
That's awesome. So what kind of stuff do you do? Like, is it like all advertising stuff, or?
So when I started, actually just started a new position about a month ago, I think, maybe a little longer. But when I started, I was in the bullpen, and it was a lot of like production design work. So we would get the covers, and it's our job to lay them out and put the logos on, and basically like dress them for print to be ready to print.
Okay.
And then, as time went on, I started doing a little bit more design stuff. The department started doing more design stuff. I got to do some ancillary pages, which are like the recap and the next issue page and the letters page.
Yeah.
Got to start designing those, which to this day, I absolutely love doing. And then we started doing some more logo work, and it kind of morphed into this, like it used to be just print production, and then it kind of turned into a production design team who doesn't really do any of the production stuff anymore except size the pages, which is also really cool to see, like some of the best artwork in the industry come in, and I get to look at it up close and everything.
Yeah.
But now I'm in the trades department, so I'm designing the trade paperbacks, and that is like, I've been like a pig in poop doing that stuff. Because a lot of it is like, it's not directly poster design, but I can make it look like a poster type of thing. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And that's kind of my favorite stuff to do. So I get to make my own logos for the books and just different textures and make it look like an old kind of movie poster, which is been a big influence on my work.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing now. And still, designing ancillaries and logos. But I don't work on the covers anymore.
Yeah, I definitely want you to do a design for us.
Oh,
Once
I would love to.
Yeah, once your book's ready.
Yeah, especially now that I know more of what it's about.
Yeah.
I'm jazzed up.
So what was the first comic you drew? How did that come about?
What was the first comic I drew?
Yeah.
Like, the school count?
After school. Like for publishing, yeah.
This. Oh no! You know what? I'll be honest. I don't know if it ever came out, but a friend of mine who we were working together at the time, she said, "Hey, this guy is like just starting to write for comics, and he's doing a project with somebody. They're doing an anthology, and he's looking for like new artists to work with. Like, why don't you reach out to him?" Or I think she introduced us maybe through email. And it was I want to say 9-page story. I don't even remember much of it. I know it had to do with police. It was like the anthology was for a modern crime anthology. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
I honestly don't know if it ever got published. But other than that, this is my first one.
Gotcha.
I'm really excited for it. I was I took a shot with the sketchbook campaign last year, but that ended up working out really well for me, and it did exactly what I wanted it to do, which was just like get my foot in the door and kind of get my name into the illustration side of the industry, not just the design stuff.
Right.
And that's also like a huge thanks to Rob, because he got me on his show, and then I kind of just stayed there.
Yeah. How did you meet Rob? How'd that come about?
Oh, so when I was thinking about getting my master's, the chairperson of the school was actually one of my professors in undergrad. So we kind of reconnected there. And I talked to him about the program to see what it was about. And he said, listen, the senior thesis show is coming up. Like, why don't you come take a look, meet the people who are graduating, and get a feel for like what kind of work the program puts out. I was like, all right, cool. So I went there. Rob was one of the people graduating. And the chairperson went up to me and said, Anthony, come here. I want you to meet somebody. And he goes, Rob, this is Anthony. He's the New Jersey U. Anthony, this is Rob. He's the Staten Island U. And go. And he walked away.
That's awesome.
I was like, what's up, man? And his thesis was actually Blood Realm, like the very beginning of Blood Realm.
Wow.
I think I can't remember if he was calling it Blood Realm at first thesis or if it was still Kingdom of Blood. But I think that was what I remember seeing was that artwork. And he was like, what do you want to know? And I was like, what can I expect from the program? And he goes, can you handle criticism? And I was like, you're Italian, right? And he goes, you'll be fine. So we hit it off pretty quick. And then, so he was graduating at the time. I started the program the next fall. And we kept in touch a little bit. And then once I graduated and he was putting out, I think it was volume 3 of Blood Realm at the time, he asked me to do the spot illustration, or the illustration for the guest gallery. And then we just started talking more, he offered to put me on the show, and that was it, man.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a great dude, and he introduced me to so many people and all the alternative folks and you guys, and it's been a lot of fun. Actually got accepted to my first con, like 2 days ago.
Cool, man.
So I'll be tabling for the first time at Plastic City Comic Con in Fitchburg, Massachusetts in July.
Nice.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't really explored yet is tabling. I've done like student shows. The Society of Illustrators in New York does Mocha Fest every year. And when I was in undergrad and grad school, you know, we got tables with the school, so that was cool. But this is my first one as a professional.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. I'm excited. I know a lot of the Alterna guys will be there, so I'm really excited to meet everybody.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think Fabrizio is from Pennsylvania, isn't he?
Oh, is he?
I think so.
I gotta see if he's going to that one. I know Frankie's gonna be there. I'm so excited to meet him.
Oh yeah, Frankie's great, man. He's
The best. I mean, I met him like on
streams.
shows. Yeah, on shows like this.
Yeah,
But it's different in person, you know.
definitely. Yeah, he's got such a great energy, man. He's so contagious.
He's the best. My wife and I were watching the last Alterna auction, and she was like, "I love him." It's like, yeah, everybody loves Frankie.
Yeah, he was actually the first sketch I think that I had on. For Sketchat.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing you post about it. I gotta start watching more shows, man.
So when you're drawing, you like to listen to music?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I'm actually really into like movie soundtracks,
I got you.
TV soundtracks and stuff. Kind of stopped listening to like mainstream music. I basically don't listen to words anymore, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of the time I'll have music on, or sometimes a podcast.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you guys?
Yeah, it depends on what I'm doing. Like if I'm writing, I'll listen to music with no words. But if I'm like drawing or coloring, like I don't mind listening to music with words or podcasts.
Yeah,
Or audiobook.
same here. I find that if I listen to a podcast, I get distracted. It doesn't matter if I'm drawing or if I'm writing. Like, I'll either pay attention to what I'm writing, and then like I have to rewind the podcast because I completely miss what happened,
Same.
or the other way around.
The only time I don't really get distracted is if I'm listening or watching a podcast like during the day job, because it's on the computer right next to me, you know,
Right.
kind of right there. But yeah, if I'm drawing, I'm the same way. I can't really put on a podcast. Especially there's one that I love. It's called Lore.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that one.
Yeah, great podcast. I cannot listen to that while I work.
Exactly.
I love it, but I can't do it.
I like to listen to that one on my lunch break. I'll just like eat my sandwich and listen to like some horrible tragedy. And
Yeah, exactly. Brighten up your mood, right?
Yeah.
It sucks to be that.
You think that's bad? You should try accounting. I'll tell you what, I've been abusing the soundtrack from the new Batman movie.
Is it good?
Oh my goodness. I'm waiting. I ordered it on vinyl. I'm waiting for it to ship.
Yeah, I watched that last weekend. I hadn't seen it before. And yeah, it has really good music to it. It's got a very ominous tone to it.
It blew me away. The music especially, but I think I liked the music so much because it kind of felt like an adult version of the music from the animated series.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
I think you're right.
Ben, have you seen it yet?
No, I've not seen it.
I liked it.
Nice.
Ben, have you read Batman Year One?
No, I have not.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a really good one, and the movie feels a lot like Batman Year One.
Gotcha.
Yeah, did you see I thought it was really cool, and I don't remember seeing any publishers do that in the past, but DC put out a nice like box set of the 3 stories that the movie was mostly based off of.
Really, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was it's Year One, The Long Halloween, and I think it's Darwin Cook's Ego was another one. And they put the 3 books in a nice slipcase with artwork from the movie. And it was like, if you like the movie, read these books. And I was like, yeah, man, that's what they should be doing for everything.
Exactly. Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, instead of the special thanks credits at the end, like, really give them the credit and push people towards the source material.
That is interesting.
So that was that at the end of the credits, like as part of the movie?
Oh no!
Okay.
They came out with it, but
Gotcha.
they did put at the end, special thanks, and then it was all the comics creators who influenced the movie.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was nervous going into that movie, though. I wasn't sure if I was going to like Pattinson as Batman.
Me too. Me too. I was not sure what to expect.
So you did a good job. Huh?
I thought so.
Yeah.
Nice.
I thought so.
Yeah. Better than I thought.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely that. I was I won't give anything away, Ben, but in the beginning, Justin, when he was kind of like narrating,
that was awesome. Yeah,
it was great. But when it started, I was like, "Oh no, don't be that emo." You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it definitely had that air of it. Like it could have been, but it really did. That's the part that reminded me the most of Batman Year One. Was like
exactly
what's happening, keeping a journal of what's happening.
Yeah, man. Oh, so good, so good. Ben, please watch it so we can talk more.
Well, go ahead and talk about it. Don't mind me, man. I'll watch it eventually.
All right. Yeah, it was good. It was. I liked it. There was certain things I could have done without.
Absolutely, yeah.
Probably on the same page with that.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah. Like do you prefer like the Nolan movies more, or did you like this one more, do you think?
So it's kind of mixed. Like overall, this is probably my favorite Batman movie overall.
Yep.
As a movie, like cinematography, directing, lighting, all that stuff involved, probably my favorite Batman movie. But I think I liked Christian Bale better as Batman. Heath Ledger's Joker to me is still my favorite villain,
Mm-hmm.
even though, like, I loved the Nolan movies. I just
Mm-hmm.
thought this one, it felt more like a Batman movie.
It did. Yeah. Felt pretty good. I think I still prefer like Batman Begins, but this is on its own merits a very good movie.
Oh
Very
yeah,
good Batman movie.
yeah. I think Begins was the best of the Nolan trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys watch the Snyder Cut Justice League?
I did.
I've not.
I liked it. That was a lot better than the original.
Yes, it was.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, my wife's not even like a huge fan like that, but the original was on in the background once while we were at my sister's house, and she was just like yelling at the TV. She's like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
Also, I started using this new pen, and I highly recommend it if you guys like thin lines.
What is
You
it?
got
It is I think the brand is Tachikawa, and it is the School G. I don't know if you can see that.
Let me
School
get
G.
you on full screen here.
Here we go. School G for manga, and it's Tachikawa right there,
Okay.
and it's like, oop, there we go.
Oh, okay.
It's
Nice.
a super thin.
It's kind of like a fountain.
Yeah, I've never seen a pen like that. That looks really cool.
So like, it's cool because, I mean, I'm not too familiar with like fountain pen nibs like this, but it's pretty thin on its own, and
Yeah.
then if you use the back of it, it's even thinner, which is
Oh, wow.
glorious. I don't even know if you could see that. There we go.
There we go.
Okay, yeah, I see it there.
Um,
Very nice.
and this is the fine tip. There's an extra fine too, which is crazy.
Wow. Where'd you get that at?
They have them. They have them on Amazon. I think they're on Jet Pens as well. I haven't seen them in stores, but they also, like the Pentel brush pen. They come with replacement.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool. Yeah, the Pentel pocket brush. I love those.
Oh my god, that's all I use for inking. Unless I'm like inking a really large surface and I just go to a brush. But
All right, so I bought this like sometime last year.
what's
And
that?
I have not opened it yet because I'm saving it for a book. And
What?
it's
Heck, dude.
yeah, it is a Kuretake brush pen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know if you can see that.
Oh my god. It comes in like a sheath and everything, like an ancient samurai sword.
That is.
Yeah, and it's real red sable hair.
Yeah.
Oh no way.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see that or not.
Was that a wooden box?
Yes, it's a wooden box.
Oh,
Yeah, so I am saving that one for a special project.
don't use that, man.
So I feel like once they get that brush dirty with ink, it's just going to start to degrade from there. So yeah, I'm saving that.
That's stunning. Did you get that online, or you found it in a store?
I got that at Jet Pens.
Nice.
But yeah, it's a Kuretake pocket brush.
That's awesome. Dude, we need more of that. Like that presentation.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that stuff.
There's a place in New York City, in Bryant Park. I can't remember the name of it. I think it's Kodakania or something like that. It's basically, I think it's 2 floors of just Japanese art material and manga.
Nice.
Using a sampler pack from Jet Pens, and I don't know most of the things that I'm using.
Are they working good?
They're working. That's all that matters.
I leaned in. Sorry for the people looking. I leaned in to look at Justin's stuff, and I realized my schnoz is all over the screen.
Let me get just on full screen here.
Oh, nice, dude.
Nice.
Oh, you're drawing Milo. Sweet.
Yeah. Just telling Ben he looks the most like me, so he should be the easiest to draw.
Yeah, he does have your beard and hair. Yeah.
He's got my beard. He's got my hair. My disposition, probably.
Yeah.
Oh,
Probably
you're
color.
Thanks.
so cool.
Very nice.
Wow, I just realized this is the first time someone's drawing my characters. Like someone else.
Yeah.
What an honor.
They're fun character designs, man.
They are, man.
Ben, what are you working on?
I am. Here, I'll zoom in here. I don't know if you can see it because my light is probably washing it out, but here, I'll play with it a little bit here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Was that Milo and Douglas?
Yeah, Milo and Douglas. I think
And
they're
Angela.
yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, you got her body type perfect.
Nice.
Oh, I should say this about the book. If you're a fan of the like Sarah Connor and Ellen Ripley type characters, you'll like the book.
Nice.
Yeah. She is a badass. Oh, you know what I just picked up the other day that I couldn't believe was not in my library? The film adaptation of Alien by Archie Goodwin and Walt Simonson.
Oh, nice.
Oh, what a beautiful book. Oh, it's
Yeah.
gorgeous. It's gorgeous. And it's only like, I think it's like 60 or 65 pages. I would expect it to be longer because they go through the whole movie.
Right.
But fantastic.
That's got to be some really tight storytelling if you're getting through 2 hours and 65 pages.
Well, he puts a lot of panels on a page.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ton of panels on some of those pages. But it works.
I'd have to have you and Julius come on when your book launches.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, we would love to come on.
Julius can watch us draw. No, I'm just kidding.
he'll probably join in.
No, we'll just do like a regular interview.
He actually he mocked up some panels like when I was doing thumbnails, and I sent them to him for review. He mocked a few up. He'd be like, "Can you do something more like this?"
Nice.
Yeah. So he's got some chops.
Very nice. Those helps when your writer can kind of sketch out for you what he's trying to get across.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. I wasn't expecting it either. I didn't know you can do that. He's like, I hope you're not offended. And I was like, dude, not at all. You're making my life easier.
So aside from character design, what do you think is the hardest thing to do for you to like do through this process?
The hardest thing for me in general has been keeping the energy of my thumbnails on the final art.
Mm.
But again, credit to Rob. He was like, dude, don't redraw the pages. Just scan in your thumbnails, blow them up, and then lightbox them. And I've been doing that, and it's been a lot better. Because before that, I would do thumbnails, and then I would redraw the entire page, and it never.
Yeah, you do lose that energy.
Yeah. That was pretty difficult in the beginning. Now it's getting a little bit better. And I think too, like just getting out of my own head has been kind of difficult. Like trying not to stay hung up on the things that I struggle with.
Yeah.
Which, you know, that everyone struggles with that stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's been a blast. I really enjoy the thumbnail phase. I like treating it as if I'm a movie director and I'm coming up with shots for a film.
Yeah.
That's been a ton of fun. Julius has been responding greatly to them too, so that's been helpful.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah. What about you guys? What's your process like when you draw?
I'll let you go first, Justin.
I haven't figured it out yet.
That's what I'll hear.
No, I don't know. I just I do a lot of character design stuff, and I try to get as comfortable as I can drawing a character from every position. I'm not great with like changing the character's emotion and having it look like the same character. So I still work on that.
Yeah, that's always tough.
Yeah. I try to study like actors because obviously they have to convey emotion, but they can't change their face that much. So
For sure.
yeah. Yeah, but as far as like actually putting stuff on the page and making a book, I will do like a bunch of thumbnails or like page layouts to try to figure out the best composition, the best way to read the page. And,
Sure.
yeah. Try to figure it out that way, the long way.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen. You're preaching to the choir. My goal is to like not have to do separate thumbnails anymore and to just basically lay out everything on the final art and then go from there, or on the artboard. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen.
How about for you, Ben?
So I've kind of found this happy medium of using digital and traditional, where I'll do my pencils digitally because I can play around with it. I can play around with the image, and then I'll print it as a blue line.
I've heard of a lot of people doing that recently.
Yeah, and then I'll, if I need to, I can go over it with pencil and kind of tighten things up a little more from there, and ink it.
Nice.
From there, yeah.
Do you have like a Cintiq or something, or you just use a tablet,
Yeah, I've got a tablet. Uh,
like a Wacom tablet?
right, yeah. It's a Wacom Intuos Pro, I think is what it is.
Oh my god, I give you credit for drawing on that thing.
It took me a while when I got my first one. I got like I want to say it was the third generation one that I got. And it took a little bit to get used to it, but I got used to it.
Yeah, I have to do some art corrections sometimes at work, like very minor ones. But even yesterday, I had to draw something, and it's a digital file, so I had to use my Wacom. Oh my god! Every time I like drew a line, it looked like I sneezed.
It's one thing I think for me that takes the longest to get used to is the difference in pressure of pressing against a piece of paper or a stack of paper and then pressing against a glass screen.
Oh, for sure.
That throws me off so much.
With the Intuos, it's not even a screen; it's the
Oh yeah, like the plastic
yeah.
cover. But there's just like that little bit of give that you have with a piece of paper that I've just grown accustomed to that I don't have with a hard surface like that.
Right, right.
Yeah, it just feels different. Definitely. I will say that different programs feel differently when you're using them.
Mm.
Like as far as drawing goes, I can't draw in Photoshop. That just feels clumsy to me. But using Clip Studio, like that works smoothly for me.
Ah, interesting. So I've never used that. That's why, yeah, because I was using Photoshop to draw digitally, and that's why it looked like everything was a not filled mayhem.
Yeah.
I've only heard like praise about Clip Studio.
Really?
Is it
I,
good?
I like I said, I enjoy using it for like penciling and inking. I would not use it for coloring though.
Okay, interesting.
Some people can use it for coloring, but I just can't. It just doesn't apply the color the way Photoshop does.
I'm interested in learning about or finding out alternatives to Adobe.
There is Affinity, which I know Pedro uses. He's the one I heard it from. I went out and I got like the Affinity Photo and Affinity Design.
Oh, cool. So you could do like it's similar to InDesign?
They do have an InDesign version of it as well. I think it's
Oh,
called yeah.
okay. Okay.
Yeah, they've got 3 different programs and they're fairly cheap. I want to say like $30, but you can even get them on sale sometimes for less than that.
Oh, is that the one where Pedro said it's like a one-time payment and then you own it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I remember him talking about that. I'm gonna check that out because I like obviously there's Clip Studio for drawing and stuff, but I've never heard of any alternatives for like page layout, like for InDesign or for vector stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, with their program, it's pretty cool because if you get that InDesign version, just from that one, that's all you have to do is open up that one, and it'll directly link you to Affinity Photo if you have Affinity Photo, and their design version. They're kind of like Adobe Illustrator version, I guess,
Oh, nice.
and you don't have to pull out and go to the different programs. It's just all linked into that one.
That's how it should be, man.
Yeah,
That's the kind of gypsy magic we need.
exactly. So yeah, you can just switch back and forth between vector and raster.
Oh, that's crazy.
I haven't played with it enough to know how it colors, but I'll get there eventually.
All right, you'll let me know.
I'll let you know.
So Justin, what's the closest city to you?
Amarillo, I guess, is probably the most well known.
Okay.
I'm from Lubbock, but almost nobody knows where that place is if you're not from like Texas
Hey
or
man,
from the.
I'm from Jersey, so I've definitely never heard of Lubbock.
You may have heard of Lubbock.
Is that Lubbock backwards?
It's so everybody who's not from here, like whenever they see the name of Lubbock, they say, "Is that Lubbock? Are you guys in Lubbock, Texas?" It's Lubbock. It's lazier than that. It's just Lubbock.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I've heard it mentioned in like a couple of TV shows or movies, like Django Unchained, where they pronounce it correctly. It was like Lubbock, Texas. Oh wow, they did research on that. Yeah, Amarillo is probably like the. It's a smaller city, I think, but it's more well known than Lubbock.
That's nice. I like a smaller city like that.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to visit Texas for a long time.
Is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
We want to check out Austin, just because I keep hearing how creative a place it is.
Hippies.
Yeah, there's that too. That's
My girlfriend lives in Austin, so occasionally I'll go over there and visit her.
oh nice.
Yeah, and it's a pretty cool place. I do like it. I like the comic book shops over there.
Yeah, that's what I want to go check out too. And I'm waiting for Joe Rogan's Comedy Club to open up.
Oh, cool! I know he had one. Or
I think it's in the works.
Okay.
That's cool.
Yeah, my wife really wants to go to Waco because of the fixer-upper people.
Oh, okay.
Joanna Gaines.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And they're like silly touristy things I want to do too in Austin, like go to Family Business Brewery, which is, if you're a fan of Supernatural, like I am.
Yeah. Is that a Jensen Ackles brewery?
Yep, that's the one.
Gotcha.
I gotta go see that in Paula.
Nice.
All right.
Is Penelope in Texas too?
I think so.
They showed me where like they live. One of the times that I went there, like the area, and from what I understood, he also lives there, or at least has a house there.
Okay.
In Austin, right?
In Austin, yeah.
Is he still doing that long Texas Ranger show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Me either.
Me either. So maybe they're not doing it anymore.
I don't know.
Apparently, they're going to do a like a prequel show or something like that to
Supernatural. Yeah, man.
Or
Vincent's wife apparently started up a production company, and I don't know. I'm hesitantly excited.
Cautiously optimistic.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, in the beginning I was more excited because they were like, yeah, we're bringing back. It's about John Winchester is a hunter and back all the monsters and everything, and I was like, yeah. And then they're like, it's a love story about how John and Mary. I was like, oh Jesus, here we go. That show was actually a huge influence on my work when I first started getting into comics.
Oh, nice. It's a good show.
The first 5 seasons are some of my favorite TV of all time. Yeah, I had when I was 17, the day after I graduated high school, I had scoliosis surgery.
Ooh.
So I was laid up for like 3 months during the summer. I couldn't work out. I couldn't play soccer, all the stuff I was used to doing. And that's like literally all I did was watch Supernatural on TNT.
That's awesome.
Do we have more time? Like, can I start some new designs?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, we'll be here as long as you want to be.
Oh, okay, cool.
You just tell me when you got to run.
All right. Now I'll probably have to head out in like a half an hour.
Okay, that works.
Sounds good.
Look up some more people.
So aside from Tim Sale, who are some of your influences?
I was just about to ask you guys.
Mhm.
Let's see. Tim Sale. I love Mike Mignola. Eduardo Riso is another big one.
Mhm.
Frank Miller. Mazzucchelli. There's a bunch. Oh, Rob showed me this dude recently. I had never heard of. Hold on, I'll grab the book. His name is Giannis Milunogiannis, and yes, he's Greek. But his work is like, it's super loose and cartoony and expressive. It's really fun.
Very nice, man.
Yeah, super, like completely different from all the other stuff that I mentioned, but just, oh my God, it's so much fun.
That's beautiful work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He's like a true cartoonist, which, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask, is that Zipatone or is that wash? I can't tell from here.
I can't really tell either. I think in this one it was wash, and then I think later on he went digital.
Okay.
I'm honestly not positive because maybe it is Zipatone. I don't know if you can see. There's like little dots.
Oh
in
yeah.
there. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that's really sharp for wash, but I don't know because he's getting some multi tones in that Zipatone too. So maybe he's using both. For all I
Maybe. I know at least for this book, his pen and ink was traditional.
Yeah.
But there are so many things that are like, even though it's different from all the other guys, there are things that are akin to their stuff that I respond to. Like these, I love when people do like chunky little hands like that. I think it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's there's a charm to it.
Yeah.
And I love like look at that. That's gorgeous.
That is nice.
I love when people can be imperfect and break the rules a little bit.
Right.
Oh, so good. Like even look how crude the shadow is on the back there and on the sleeves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it's amazing. I've been looking at this guy a lot recently and trying to learn from him, especially like folds in the clothing.
Right.
That's something I still struggle with a bit.
Yeah, same here, man.
Oh, he's like, it's so simple and it's so effective. I love it.
Yeah, that's some good looking stuff.
Yeah, man. It's a cool story too. It's like a True Detective meets Blade Runner almost.
Nice. Is that like a recent book or is that an older book?
Oh man, this one I think is from like 2011 now.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let's see. He came out with a second volume too. That's it's actually manga size, which is pretty neat. This is a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
Yeah, 2011. And it's called Old City Blues for anybody interested.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah. How about you guys?
Excuse me. So for me, it was a lot of like manga, anime stuff. Um, Probably until I was, I would say 9 or 10. I was getting most of my influence from like traditional artists like I don't know, 90s artists like Mark Bagley and that kind of stuff. But it wasn't until we got cable and we watched Dragon Ball Z. I was probably like I said, like 10 years old, 9 years old, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, baby, that's the
That's
stuff.
when it all came alive, and I was like, yeah, let me try that. So I think I started getting more influenced by that kind of stuff later on. Then whenever I got into college, I started to study like the masters and stuff like that, like Michelangelo and Leonardo, all the Ninja Turtles,
I've
and
heard of
everything
them.
like that too. Yeah, cool dudes. Um, yeah. So, and then I guess more recently, I've been kind of going back and getting more influenced by old comic masters like John Buscema. It's kind of my hero right now. So, yeah.
Oh, you'll like this. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. I can't find it, but I just picked up a Conan book recently that was all Buscema stuff.
Oh,
Oh,
nice. Was it
nice.
like an omnibus or?
Oh, wait. Is this it? There we go. I found it.
Oh, all right.
So it's just a volume I
Mhm.
found at a comic shop.
Oh, cool.
It was Roy Thomas, John Buscema, and others, but
Awesome.
pretty cool stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
That's the one.
Yep.
Look at that.
He's so good.
He is. I think I have a Pinterest board of just his sketches.
Oh, really? It's a good idea. Yeah, I love that he can get like finished pencils, but it still has so much energy of gesture in there.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
It's insane. Like, just so good.
Such a good page.
Yeah. His anatomy, his knowledge in anatomy was amazing.
Oh, bar none.
He knew exactly what to exaggerate, and it always looked good.
Yep. Yeah, it was like him and Frazetta are always the best at that.
Hmm.
Oh, Frazetta too is another influence, but I think
Yeah.
that goes without saying for just about everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a nice shot. Yeah.
God, such great composition too.
I know. And even like, oh man, the color choices. I mean, I know that's not, but still,
Mhm.
Right. It just makes it pop.
so good. I feel like Conan needs to always have a cat with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Every story he should wrestle a cat.
Yeah. Or like have one by his side or something. I love this stuff. Like wearing the
Yeah.
fight scenes are fantastic. it was a few months ago. I walked into the comic shop and I was just looking around, and they had a few of these older Dark Horse comic or Dark Horse Conan volumes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got a couple of omnibus ones where it's his work, Neil Adams, and I forgot who the other one is, but it's all in black and white, and that's what I chase the most, I guess. Is
Oh yeah,
you can get as close as you can to their pencils.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, I could stare at that work all day.
oh yeah. Yeah, that the black and white stuff. I mean, that's one thing that DC does that I wish Marvel did
Mm-hmm.
when they come out with their noir books.
Oh yeah.
Like I have Long Halloween and Dark Victory. It's just the inks. It's oversized hardcover.
Nice.
Like that stuff is
Yeah.
invaluable to look at.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Returns too. That's another good one to look at in black and white. Have you ever taken a look at the David Finch YouTube channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch it every once in a while.
Man, some of those instructional videos he has,
Mm-hmm.
holy crap. Like, I was watching the one on dynamic figures yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, why couldn't they just do this when I was in school?
Right?
Like watching his Monday night draw, where he's like, you see it build up from the underneath drawing, like the sketch, and then he goes into inks. But he has a really great way of constructing his figures. Like he doesn't use that gesture, I guess, that much. He's just a bunch of blocks that he puts together.
I
But it's
know.
because he's been doing it for so long, he doesn't need to do gestures.
It's so like it's so simple and it's so difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the mark of a great artist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Deceptively simple. Kind of like Mike Mignola.
Exactly.
Yeah, dude. Oh, have you ever seen like any of Mignola's pencils?
I've seen a few of his sketches on Instagram, I think.
Yeah, I've seen the sketches.
He doesn't even draw like half the page. He can just like if he's drawing a mountain scene, he'll just okay, I'm gonna block this out, and then he'll only draw this. I'm like, what? Come on.
Yeah, he's one of those artists I didn't appreciate when I was younger, but as I got older and became an artist, it's like, holy crap, this guy is a genius.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he's one of those many artists I didn't know about when I was younger. You know what's funny? I think about all the time.
Hmm.
remember before I said, I wasn't really exposed to comics or anything as a kid.
Yeah.
But when I was like between the ages of like 8 and 15, 16, I was really into drawing portraits, like just portraits of, soccer players or celebrities, whatever I could find high resolution photos of on the internet, basically.
Yep.
And that was my thing. That was what I loved to do. And my dad would always say, you should try like drawing the whole body. And I was always like, nah, that's not fun. And now looking back, I'm like, man, I should have just listened. Like, can you imagine if I was drawing the figure from then?
Right.
Oh my God. And it's not like he was saying you could be a comic book artist.
Right.
It was just a fatherly suggestion. Try something different. Nope.
That's crazy talk, Dad.
Yeah, I know. What is this hearsay?
I draw the faces. That's what I do. I draw the faces. It's funny though, when you're first drawing, like that is one of the first things that you're attracted to is drawing the face, drawing the head.
Oh, of course. I mean, it's the most obvious because that's where you see all the expression in the character at first.
Right.
And then once you learn what to look for, you see it in the gesture and the body language and everything. And I was just having this conversation with my cousin this morning, actually. Like I'm always gravitated towards books and movies that don't have a lot of dialogue, and you kind of get everything just in the physicality of the characters. I remember in grad school, one of our assignments was like purposely a challenge. It was to do a short story without any words, and that's how I ended up doing all of my stories, like even my thesis. I don't think I put any lettering in it. And when I started Vigilant Fury, Julius was like, what kind of script do you prefer? Do you prefer something really fleshed out or like really loose? And I was like, loose, buddy. Loose. Don't write anything. Just tell me what's going on. And that's worked out nicely.
That's awesome.
All right.
So before you go in and start drawing pages, do you do any warm-up sketches, or do you just go straight in?
I probably should do the warm-up pages because I end up doodling on the side anyway, just to take off the cobwebs. But usually I just go straight in. And, the thumbnails, it's a little bit different. I don't have to be too stringent with the pencils.
Gotcha. GJ, sorry I missed you, man. I didn't see you there earlier. Not been keeping an eye on the comments. Good afternoon. Happy Saturday to you guys. Thanks, GJ. Some of my favorite guys to always see.
Nah, he's one of the best, GJ.
This guy.
This guy.
Too good.
Eating some apple oatmeal, and I'm glad I caught you, fellas. I'm glad you're here. I mean, yeah, I'm glad you're here, man. That sounds good. I haven't had breakfast yet. Looking forward to having this campaign funded for sure. Yeah, man.
Oh, thank you.
Sure, we'll get there, man. It's an awesome looking book.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think we'll get there. I think we'll get there.
Definitely.
Trying to get on as many shows as possible. I actually reached out to Ginge yesterday. He's gonna send me a list of recommendations because I know he did a bunch too when he was doing Spells and Superheroes, and then recently for Pedro's campaign.
Yeah.
I got to start getting on the open mic shows too.
Yeah, definitely.
I never know what kind of shoes to put on these people.
Just give them all Nikes.
That's basically what I'm doing. And this kid's kind of goofy. I'll make him have one shoe. Lost the other one.
I'm sure that's a style somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably in Austin.
Yeah, I was gonna say that they were not too far from where I live. Dude, it's getting crazy here, man. All the New Yorkers are coming over.
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, man. The housing market the last couple of years has been insane.
Gigi says, I'm sure it will be successful with your art style, Gambino. It's a solid campaign. Indeed.
Thank you, buddy.
I haven't had the opportunity to support Julius, but this will change with this campaign.
Oh yeah, he's the real deal.
And of course, Gambino.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm biased with Julius, but I wouldn't be working with him if I didn't think he's a solid dude and a solid writer. So it's been great so far. Yeah, GJ has been beyond patient with me with a commission that he asked for like months and months ago. So, if you're still listening, buddy, thank you.
GJ's awesome. He's a huge supporter of our community.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically funding this entire community.
He really is.
It's amazing.
I think he's secretly a millionaire.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Not anymore, but also he's going to be a billionaire with all the artwork he's collecting.
That's right. He's turning around and selling it on the black market or
Yeah.
something. He says, "I'm here and I'm not going anywhere. Watching you guys. We love you, GJ."
Yeah, man. Love you, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
Are you guys Stranger Things fans?
Yes,
How about that trailer, huh?
dude. I was at work, and my guy I share an office with is like, "Hey, you seen the new trailer yet?" And I said, "No." And I wasn't like, not that I wasn't excited about the show, but it's like I've seen the earlier trailers, and a lot of it's just the same footage, just kind of recut, you know.
Yeah.
And he showed me the trailer, and I was like, "Dude," I was like half asleep, and you woke me up, man.
Yeah, that looks nuts.
Yeah, and the music they use too is that Journey.
Oh my god. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was I mean, I think like most people when the first season came out, it was like it took everyone by surprise and I was an instant fan.
yeah,
Season 2 I liked, but you know, I didn't think it was as strong. And then season 3, I was like, "Whoa." I liked it. I was super happy with it. I thought they did some cool stuff. And then this one just looks bonkers.
yeah. It does. Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Is this going to be their final season, or are they doing another one after this?
I think they're
No.
doing one more.
They're doing this one as a 2-parter, and then they're doing season 5 as a 2-parter. So it's almost like 4 more seasons.
Wow.
That's the part I'm a little worried about. Because I'm like, I don't want them to stray away from their tight storytelling just to, you know, get more episodes in. But
GJ says, "No way, never selling anything. The commission I collected are dear to my heart."
he's the best.
Yeah. Absolutely no worries, Gambino. Your piece is going to be worth it in the end. It's an honor to have a second piece from you.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's got the Geronimo Draws piece.
Yeah. A much bigger piece at that, he says.
Yeah, that's true.
Is it 11 by 17, I'm guessing?
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a fun commission. He asked for the goblins from the Lord of the Rings, but like all armored out and ready to wreak havoc, basically.
Nice.
And I got about halfway through with it, filmed a bunch of videos of me like inking it, posting stuff, and then I was like, nope, I'm redoing it.
No, but back to Stranger Things, like it was cool to see Carrie Alwyn's in. Was it season 3, or was it? No, he was in season 2, right?
Who?
Carrie Alwyn's
3, I thought.
Who's that?
He played the mayor.
He played who?
He played the mayor.
Oh, yeah, I think it was season 3.
Yeah, I didn't really feel like they used them all that much. So I was kind of disappointed by that.
Yeah, they didn't. I like that they're including like a new type of villain.
Yeah.
Because I was getting kind of tired of like the Demigorgons and the
Mind Flayer.
Yeah. And that guy looks nuts. I sent it to Rob.
Yeah. Oh, is he a fan too?
I was like, hey, is this one of your guys? Not like he's not like a really big fan of it, but with that character design, I was like, Bloodground?
Yeah. Did you catch Archive 81?
No. What is that?
It's kind of a Lovecraftian show on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it didn't get picked up for a second season, so I was kind of bummed out about that.
Why? It's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
Did you watch it, Justin?
Yeah, I did watch it. We talked a little bit about that. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a really good show. I recommended it to a friend of mine because he also likes like horror shows and stuff like that. He's really into that stuff, and he watched the trailer, the preview on Netflix. That little trailer that runs beforehand before you start the show. And his girlfriend was with him, and she was like, "Nope, we're not watching that." You've got to put on something like comedic right now because I'm freaking out.
Really, it freaked you out that much?
Like the trailer freaked her out that much, and I don't even remember anything like very even cohesive from the trailer. Like you can't really tell what's going on. At least I couldn't. But yeah, like it freaked her out that much. But no, I really liked it. It was a good show. I am bummed out that I didn't get picked up for the next season.
What's it called? Arcane 81?
Archive 81.
Archive 81. Let me write that down.
Yeah, it's about a guy who is hired to restore some videotapes that were caught in an apartment fire back in the 90s, I think.
Interesting.
And so he has to digitize them and log them. But like the tapes are so delicate that he can't take them back to his lab. He needs to go do it at their facility, which is out in the woods.
Oh, all right. Say no more.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, there's some creepy stuff going on in those videotapes. And then creepy stuff starts happening around his place.
Nice.
As a result of it, but yeah.
Is it animation or live action?
No, it's live action.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. It was actually a podcast, and I think they're on their third season of the podcast. But it got picked up. Like the story was interesting enough that they got picked up for a Netflix TV show.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. So even though we're not getting a second season, you can still listen to the podcast.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah. All right. So I know you like Stranger Things. What else are you into?
As far as like TV and stuff,
Yeah.
not much these days, man. I like Stranger Things. I loved Vikings. That's one of my favorite shows ever.
Yeah.
God, I honestly can't even think of anything like new that I watched as far as TV. I just started Curb Your Enthusiasm from the start,
Yeah,
which I'm absolutely loving.
it's awesome.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
What else? Supernatural we talked about. I still like I put on Batman the Animated Series in the background while I work sometimes.
Yeah.
That never gets old.
Nice.
I just rewatched the Mr. Freeze episodes
Oh,
couple of weeks ago.
gut wrenching, dude.
That is, yeah, such great writing and voice acting too by that guy. Like he's got like such a robot voice, like the way they do it, but he conveys a lot of emotion anyway.
It's astounding.
Hold on. Missed some comments from GJ here. Let me go back. GJ says, when I saw that piece Gambino did on Geronimo Draws, I immediately pulled the trigger. It's just incredible how he posed the Voidwalker and the Shrive. His interpretation of these characters is just intense. Love them.
DJ, I'm a Catholic Italian from Jersey. These compliments are like killing me.
He says, I mean, the piece has no background, but there's something about it having these two characters placed in the middle. So clean. Just beautiful art style.
Thank you, buddy.
I haven't watched the new trailer for Stranger Things, but I've watched all the seasons so far. Nice.
Yeah, maybe don't watch the trailer if you're a big fan.
Yeah.
Just be completely surprised.
Yep.
I almost wish I didn't watch the trailer, but I can't. I have no self-control.
Yeah, that was same here. It was put in front of me, so I watched it. But I kind of wish like that character was a surprise.
Yeah, man. I mean, that thing was so cool. And even the stuff with Hopper too.
What was that?
Even the stuff with Hopper too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I'm like, don't put that in the trailer.
He's honestly my favorite character.
Oh, he's the best.
I love Hopper.
The that Hellboy movie wasn't, fantastic, but I thought he was so friggin' cool as Hellboy.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. I will say that.
No.
He did his job.
Yeah.
As GJ says, I'm getting Dave Schwartz commission today. I'll share his package plus other things as soon as I receive them today.
Nice. He's another one. We did Dave that was like one of the nicest things I've ever experienced. When I was running my campaign, he was running the Confederate Monster campaign at the same time.
Yeah.
And he went out of his way to reach out, and he was like, "Hey, why don't we do a jam piece, and I'll promote your campaign on my campaign page, and then you can offer it up as like a perk or something."
Nice.
Are you serious, man? Thank you. And
That's cool.
Yeah, so we did a piece together. I put the werewolf on a page, and I sent it to him, and he put his rendition of Dracula, which was dope.
Nice.
And then Ginge actually bought the jam piece, so he's got that hanging up, which is pretty cool.
That's cool. So GJ says, absolutely, Gambino. I just love Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, there's nothing like it. There's nothing.
And he says, I'm from Queens, New York originally.
Oh, nice.
But now you're a Texan.
Yeah, he's a Texan.
GJ.
That's what's up.
So now you're even cooler.
No, now you're cool, period.
Yeah. One of us.
I'm going to look for a book real quick. Hold on one second.
Is it all right there, buddy?
No.
No. I'm dying.
Yeah.
Right.
No, we had another dust storm, and it's
Ah,
weird. It's so annoying because here's the thing: like it'll be cloudy and like it's about to rain. There's like a 98% chance it's about to rain, and then at the last second it doesn't rain, and then a huge dust storm kicks up. It's like someone saying like, "Oh, you thirsty? You want some water?" And then they just kick some dirt in your face. Thank you, Lubbock.
now you got blood in your lungs.
Yeah, pretty much. So I've been coughing a lot.
Justin, I thought about this book before when you were talking. I don't know if you're interested.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah,
I'll get Joe Solo here.
There you go.
it's all. I mean, it's literally just facial expressions.
That's awesome.
We're all different emotions. There's
What?
in there too.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you get that like on Amazon or something?
Honestly, bro, I have no idea. I don't know where this came from.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
What's
it's really cool.
Fantastic resource. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not a thin book.
Yeah, I see that.
Look at this guy. Oh, man. Oh,
Dude, that's awesome.
yeah, it's cool.
So what's that book called again?
Expressions.
Facial expressions.
That's it.
Facial Expressions by
Visual-
Mark Simon.
Artist. Yeah.
Oh, I'll check that out.
Yeah, I have to pick that up.
So it's the publisher, Watson Guptill. I've never even heard of that. Oh, look at this poor guy. They used him.
Hey mom, I'm finally in an art book.
I made it. Ah, poor bastard. Oh. But we appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah. Way to take one for the team.
Yeah.
All right, more comments from DJ. Here we go. It says, "LOL, yep." Probably a reference to being from Texas now. It's freaking crazy. They're expected to move out of New York, really. What's your plans, Ben and Justin? Yeah, man. So we'll probably do a new campaign next year. Next summer.
Nice.
We are, I mentioned earlier, but it's going to be like a 5-issue miniseries. And so we'll start dropping them probably, I'm hoping June of next year. But it just takes a lot of time to write and draw the stuff out and color.
Oh, for sure.
Letter, the whole process just takes so long.
It does. Especially, I mean, we talked about it before, but with the day jobs.
Yeah. The stupid day jobs that we're grateful for.
Yeah,
Put
extremely.
food on the table. So stupid. No, yeah, so that's the plan, GJ.
All right, so that facial expressions book is like $23 on Amazon.
Oh,
Wow.
good. Still in print?
Yeah, on print, or you can get it on Kindle for $14.99. But I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I recommend the print.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, that's one of those books where like I said, I don't know where it came from. I've had it for years. I kept it. I took it with me when I moved out of my parents' house,
Mhm.
and it's been a big help.
Yeah, that's really cool. I've never seen that type of book before. That's cool.
I think maybe because I took a couple animation classes in college, and I think one of those professors recommended it.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's some hard stuff. You ever do that?
Never have.
Oof. I mean, it's like it's really cool, and it's to see the final product is super satisfying. But man, I remember one of our assignments was I don't remember what the assignment was, but I did literally a bat flapping its wings like that,
Yeah.
and it took me like 4 hours.
Wow.
And in our drawing 2 class, we had to do an animation that had to last, I think it was 8 to 10 seconds or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's easy. You know, we got 3 weeks for this assignment. I used every last second of those 3 weeks to draw.
Oh, 100%.
Because it was like a 22 by 18 sheet of paper, or a stack of those. But like it had to be a huge drawing, so like you just redrawing all of this stuff and then animating. It could be whatever you wanted, but it had to meet certain criteria. I did this open window while I'm driving, and a Coke bottle like floating around and then flying out the window, and I think it was just barely 8 seconds or something like that. Like I barely met that.
Oh my God.
that window. But
You had to do it by hand?
yeah, you had to do it by hand.
Oh, that's cool. Ours was a 2D, like a digital animation class.
Oh
Okay.
man, nice.
That's awesome, though. That's like a giant flip book.
Yeah. And he had like one camera for the entire class to use. So,
Oh, that's criminal.
so during class time, we all had to kind of like wait in a line, take a picture of our drawing, write down whatever photo number it was. So later on, he would give us the files, and we had to put it into iMovie, and then put it together that way. But yeah,
Jeez, dude.
yeah. But I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. It was just a lot of work for 10 seconds.
Yeah, I know. Did you guys ever watch Parks and Recreation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking of?
Yeah, Ben.
Yeah.
The stop motion animation. It took like 4 months to do like what 10 seconds or something.
Almost like at 5 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
What happened? Did your computer crash? Oh,
That was a great show.
it was. Oh man. I guess I wish I could do this all day, but I gotta get going because we're going by my sister's for her birthday.
Yeah, no problem, man. I appreciate you joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me and for reaching out too to schedule it. If you're up for it, maybe Julius and I will both come back on when the campaign launches.
Yeah, definitely, man.
This is always a good time to just chat and sketch and do this, basically. Oh, those are coming out great, man. Let me see that.
Yeah, let's go around the room real quick. Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah, buddy. That's dope. I love the spotlight you got on there.
Thanks.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, Ben, that's a fancy mouse.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, nice, dude.
Very cool.
Awesome. Look at that hair. Jesus.
Yeah, we'll post these when we're done with them.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah, we're looking at the sketches. Looking at my stupid mug. So these are. Is it upside down for you?
It's sideways.
Yeah.
Huh?
There you go.
Okay. So these are 2 more characters. There's a group of like teens in the story.
Okay.
So I'm trying to come up with some of those because there's a big scene with everybody together. And then
Likes the texture at the bottom of his jeans there.
Yeah.
and then started doing some more. So I'll probably do like 8 or 10 of these characters.
Okay.
And then I can put them in the scene too.
That's awesome, man.
I realize they have an outfit.
Yeah.
I gotta change her outfit. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it's so cool that you take the time to really make each one look unique and individual.
I'm telling you, man, it's partly selfish.
That'll be worth it, man. It'll pay off at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And again, too, just to have all that stuff collected in the back of the book.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be hawking that stretch goal the whole time because I really want to get everything to people.
Yeah. You'll get there, man.
Yeah. Gonna be cool. I'm excited.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on, man.
Nice. And Justin, it was good to meet you finally and talk a little bit. And chat, always a pleasure. Thanks for hanging out.
Yep. GJ, thanks for showing up.
Yeah, I love you, buddy.
Thanks, GJ.
All right.
All right, everybody have a good weekend.
Take it easy, guys. Thank you again.
Yeah.